Every winter, after abundant rains in the middle of February, the dry wilderness turns into a blanket of grass. The wild fields of the Negev Desert here in the south of Israel is covered with vibrant red color. These are Kalaniyot, Anemones, one of the most beautiful wildflowers in the Promised Land. Kalaniyot had already been growing for years in the mountainous regions of Israel. And in the 20th century, with the return of more and more Jews to their inheritance land after 2,000 years, the seeds were planted all over. The desert began to bloom and has become a fruitful field, symbolizing the land's ability to come to life again, even in the driest places. The anemone, or Kalaniyot in Hebrew, has an amazing meaning in its name that you can discover by watching the video we made about it. Find the link in descriptions. But their beauty is not just a natural wonder, it also reminds us for a biblical promise. The prophet Isaiah spoke of a future when the desert in Israel would be filled with life as a sign of restoration for the Jewish nation here in this land during the last days. The wilderness and the wasteland shall be glad for them, and the desert shall rejoice and blossom as a rose. It shall blossom abundantly and rejoice even with joy and singing. He also says, until the Spirit is poured upon us from on high, and the wilderness becomes a fruitful field, and fruitful field is counted as a forest. This prophecy comes to life every year when Negev, one of the driest areas of Israel, is covered with Kalaniyot. What was once barren land is now filled with flowers, showing how God keeps His word. This regrowth is not just a natural event, but also a reflection of the Jewish people's return to their land and their efforts to make it flourish once again. The Kalaniyot, with its resilience and beauty, reminds us that even in the difficult times, there is always hope. Just as the Kalaniyot return at the end of each winter, blooming and covering the wild fields after the dry season, the people of Israel have returned to their homeland and flourished once again. Despite repeated attempts to destroy them throughout history, they have survived, persevered, and thrived, bringing life and renewal to the land that was once desolate. Their story, like that of the flowers, is also one of resilience, revival, and fulfillment of the ancient promises. Today, more than ever, we see that the blossoming of Israel is not only a human achievement, but part of the prophetic plan. Every time the Kalaniyot blossom in the Negev, they remind us that God fulfills His promises, and that the land of Israel continues to flourish just as the prophets foretold. Shalom.